For as long as cars have existed, mechanics have existed. Real people, skilled tradespeople who spent years, sometimes decades, learning their craft. Learning to diagnose a problem by the sound an engine makes it idle. Learning to feel a vibration through the steering wheel and know instantly which component is failing. Building the kind of deep, embodied knowledge that only comes from thousands of hours under the hood with grease on their hands. This was always considered safe work. Not safe in the physical sense, workshops are dangerous places, but safe in the economic sense. Safe from automation. Safe from the AI wave that everyone could see coming for office workers, for data entry clerks, for customer service representatives. Mechanical work, hands-on skilled trade work, that was supposed to be protected. That assumption just collapsed completely. The world's first AI mechanic system has been deployed at commercial scale. It is not a pilot program.
It is not a limited trial. It is a fully operational system that is diagnosing vehicle problems, predicting failures before they happen, and in an increasing number of cases, directing physical repairs, and it has already displaced 10,000 human mechanics from jobs they expected to have for the rest of their careers. This is not a warning about what might happen. This is a report from the present. And if you work in any skilled trade, in any hands-on profession where you assumed your physical expertise made you irreplaceable, this story is directly relevant to you. Let's get into it. So what exactly is this AI mechanic system?
The technology at the center of this story represents the convergence of AI and robotics capabilities that have each been developing separately for years and have now reached a level of maturity where they can be combined into a single integrated system that handles vehicle diagnostics and maintenance at a level matching and, in specific domains, exceeding what human mechanics deliver. The leading systems in this space have been developed by established automotive technology companies and well-funded AI startups. Companies like Bosch, which has been building automotive diagnostic technology for decades, have integrated advanced machine learning into their diagnostic platforms. Startups like Tractable, which focuses on AI for automotive assessment, have built computer vision systems that evaluate vehicle condition with accuracy rivaling experienced human assessors. On the deployment side, major automotive manufacturers including BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and several large American and Asian automakers have integrated AI diagnostic systems into their dealership and service center networks. Large fleet operators have been among the earliest and most aggressive adopters because the economic case at fleet scale is overwhelming. The system is not a single product with a single brand name. It is an ecosystem of interconnected technologies, diagnostic AI, computer vision, predictive analytics, robotic systems, and data infrastructure that together perform the function human mechanics have performed for over a century. And it is being deployed faster than most people in the industry anticipated. Now let's talk about how it actually works. The foundation is data. Specifically, the continuous stream of data that modern vehicles generate about their own condition. Every vehicle built in the last decade is equipped with hundreds of sensors, monitoring everything from engine temperature to brake pad thickness and battery voltage. A human mechanic accessing this data through a conventional diagnostic scanner sees a snapshot, the current values at the moment of the scan. An AI diagnostic system does something fundamentally more powerful. It accesses the entire history of how these parameters have changed over time, compares that history against a database of patterns from millions of other vehicles, and identifies anomalies indicating a component is beginning to fail, often weeks or months before that failure produces symptoms a human mechanic could detect. This is called predictive maintenance, and it is one of the most significant advantages AI systems have. A human mechanic diagnoses problems that have already manifested. An AI system identifies problems that are developing but have not yet manifested. The bearing that is going to fail in 3 weeks, the sensor drifting out of specification, the brake caliper beginning to seize. Catching problems before they manifest is worth an enormous amount to vehicle owners and fleet operators. For a fleet operator managing 10,000 vehicles, the difference between reactive maintenance and AI-driven predictive maintenance translates into millions of dollars in avoided repair costs every year. Computer vision is the second major component. The physical repair component, the robotic execution of maintenance tasks, is the newest and still most limited part of the system. Fully robotic vehicle repair remains challenging because cars are not designed to be repaired by robots. What currently exists at scale is a hybrid model where AI handles diagnosis, inspection, and detailed repair instructions, while human technicians, fewer of them with different skill requirements, execute the physical repairs under AI guidance. Now let's talk about what this system can do that humans cannot. Speed is the most immediately obvious advantage. An AI diagnostic system can perform a complete diagnostic assessment in minutes. A thorough human diagnostic inspection of the same scope takes hours. For a service center processing dozens of vehicles per day, this translates directly into revenue. Availability is another dimension where AI has an inherent advantage. An AI diagnostic system operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with no overtime costs, no sick days, and no reduction in performance at 3 in the morning compared to 9 in the morning. The absence of human error in the diagnostic process is the final major advantage. Human mechanics misdiagnose problems. They miss things. They sometimes recommend unnecessary repairs. These errors are not a reflection of incompetence, they are an inherent consequence of human cognitive limitations applied to a complex task. So, who is deploying these systems? Automotive dealership networks have been integrating AI diagnostic systems into their service departments at an accelerating pace. Major manufacturer-authorized service networks for brands including BMW, Mercedes, Toyota, and Ford have rolled out AI-assisted diagnostic platforms that have changed staffing requirements. Where a dealership service department previously required a team of experienced master technicians for diagnostic workload, AI systems now handle the bulk of routine diagnostic work. Staffing levels have dropped significantly. The 10,000 figure represents confirmed job eliminations across these three sectors. Industry analysts project this number will grow substantially as second-generation AI mechanics systems with more capable robotic repair components reach commercial deployment. Now, let's talk honestly about what happens to those 10,000 people. The political and corporate response to AI-driven job displacement follows a consistent and largely hollow script. Retraining programs are announced. Transition support is promised. Politicians talk about how displaced workers will find new opportunities in the technology sector. The messaging is optimized to minimize political friction and avoid confronting the genuine difficulty of what is happening. Retraining programs exist, and some are genuinely helpful. But the gap between the number of people being displaced and the number who successfully transition to comparable employment at comparable wages is real, significant, and growing. For workers in their 40s and 50s with family obligations, that gap can mean a permanent reduction in earning capacity. This is not an argument against the technology. The efficiency gains are real and benefit the broader economy. But honesty requires acknowledging that the benefits of technological progress are not evenly distributed, that the people who bear the cost of displacement and the people who capture the economic gains are not the same people. So where does this go next? The AI and robotics capabilities that have displaced 10,000 automotive mechanics are not specific to the automotive sector. They are general-purpose technologies applicable wherever physical diagnostic work, visual inspection, and routine physical manipulation are performed. HVAC technicians, elevator maintenance workers, industrial machinery technicians, aircraft maintenance engineers, plumbers, and electricians all perform work that AI and robotic systems are being developed to handle. The timeline varies by sector, but the direction is consistent. The workers who navigate this transition most successfully will be those who move towards the human-AI interface, the roles that involve overseeing, maintaining, and improving AI systems, rather than competing with them. In the automotive sector, this means technicians who understand both the mechanical systems and the AI diagnostic tools well enough to handle cases that fall outside the AI's reliable range. These roles require a combination of traditional mechanical knowledge and technology literacy that creates genuine value. The broader lesson is one that applies across the entire economy. The automation wave is not coming for only routine cognitive work. It is coming for complex, skilled, physical work. The category of human work that is safe from AI augmentation is narrowing faster than most people's mental models reflect. The AI mechanic is here. 10,000 jobs are gone, and the next wave is already being deployed. And that is the full story of the world's first AI mechanic system and the 10,000 human jobs it has already replaced. This is one of those stories that is easy to process as an abstract technology development until you connect it to the real human beings whose livelihoods were built on the skills this technology has made less valuable. Both realities are true simultaneously. This is an impressive technological achievement and a genuinely difficult human disruption. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think AI automation of skilled trades is inevitable and unstoppable? Or do you think there are limits to how far this goes? If you work in a skilled trade, what are you thinking about this? Drop your honest answer in the comments below. If this video made you think, really think about something important, hit the like button right now. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need to be part of this conversation. And if you are not subscribed yet, join this community right now and turn on the bell notification. Every single week, we cover the technology stories that actually matter, told completely, told honestly, and told with the seriousness these subjects deserve. I will see you in the next one.